after not feeling better, said he would try to go through some workouts, had zero energy.
Yeah. Fatigue.
Yeah, that's a tough place to be in when you're in such great shape.
He said, you know what? People used to say that to me all the time.
He came in, transfer from JUCO, beautiful backdoor cut.
They're really good on the ball defensively. They help each other. You can't dribble into them.
The shooter, the big fella. He comes up dry to open the second half.
And he could be thinking Oduro has 3 fouls as well. Yeah. Klingon
wound up winning by double figures. And here we go from Capital One Arena. The #1 team in the country controls the tip. Here's Cam Spencer, who has been this team's leading scorer in Big East play. And right down to Alex Caravan on a dish from Donovan
Trap. Their native Nigeria. He gives them a 1-point lead. Here, 1 out of 2. Spencer, perpetual motion, gets that one to go. And once he sees it come through the net.
Bob Hurley is in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Coached that St. Anthony's, Jersey City, New Jersey team to historic heights, a legend in the business. And here go the Connecticut Huskies. Diarra is in for the first time. Calcaterra 3. He's the best one they have from long range.
Get a chance to see one go in. Now all of a sudden they're confident, goes through the roof. That's a step back 3, one of the most difficult shots to make on the floor from Desmond Claude.
Spencer on.
Across the 13-minute mark.
He's got to get a couple of stops in a row right here for Iona. If you can get these couple of stops, you can put some game pressure on UConn. Because right now UConn is running their stuff.
Calcaterra dropping dimes.
Michael Thompson, flip, Saunders.
As close as this game has been since it was 16-12. And we got 5 minutes to go for the title. Here's Hawkins. That's huge.
The margin for error for the Gales so slim right now. Leaving a critical point at the free throw line. Hawkins. This is Jackson. 6 to shoot. Outside, Caravan.
Caught himself up in the corner when you have those open looks when you're attempting to come back. Very important to knock it in.
Lob baseline. Samson Johnson.
Anything good, they are together as well. And it is difficult when you're outmanned and in a sense outclassed to keep your pride and dignity. Say goodbye, back screen.
John Luis moving up the scouting report chart. What a game.
Again, a kid who shoots 24% from 3. He's hit a couple here. Every time.
Smith, a freshman from Jacksonville. He was the National High School Player of the Year, and there's his defense in midcourt as Newton takes it the other way for the Huskies.
Yeah, he's a very good defender also on the ball. Quick, explosive guy.
Hawkins down low, and Jackson is wide open. Good entry pass.
Easy, 60-35, but they are 6 of 6 in the second half. Klingon gets a touch. Newton, the jumper, it's pure. And understood that if you have Bowie, Langborg, and Barnheiser combined for 1 of 16.
How about that?
Draw attention to. We're tied at a baker's dozen apiece. Caravan. That one was offline from the start.
Looking for back-to-back tournament appearances. The return of Sean Miller, second stint at Xavier.
In New York.
Mentioned, Coach, this game flipped from the Buffalo turnovers. There are
Beautiful cut by Caravan and the feed from Newton.
Minute to play here. Don't let Connecticut go on that little bit of a run with the dunk. Try to get one stop if you're Manhattan. You can go in at least with a little positive at the end of it.
Tristan Newton.
What
a half.
It's been tough for him to score the basketball in this game. No points, 0 for 5.
Yeah, the lane has been a little bit more clogged up, so he hasn't had that freedom of movement to really free himself to get some easier looks.
Spencer feeds it, baseline.
And the shock about that prior to the game, but the Huskies put the clamps down when it was tied at 18 in the first half. Number 1 against number 4. Connecticut trying to get further separation in the Big East. Diarra. Oh, the bank is open on Saturday.
He had struggled since returning from an injury of his own. Just 10 total points in the 2 games back for him. 13-12. What a frenzy. Newton, pick and roll with Klingon. Couldn't find him. Look at the activity on the perimeter by Villanova right now with the switches. Break. Newton behind the back. The runner got it. I'm not sure he...
Here. Sure. And he did a nice job for a number of years, and then Coach Jim Calhoun just raised the roof.
And then Coach joined you on the Big East Network doing games on TV.
Right. Good memory. I guess you studied a lot, huh?
Klingon missed it on the interior. I was a multi...
But I was able to see a practice of Coach Hurley, and he brings that grit and that energy. He has the right perspective and approach towards the players of this generation.
Spencer nearly coughed it up. Now Caravan tries a 3 and puts it in. By Bristol. Caught it, set his feet, hits a 3.
And that's what he can do, and that's a bright spot for Coach Cooley to see right there in this challenging first half, but to see Bristol knock down that 3, like you mentioned, quick release.
Caravan off the bounce. +1. Counted in the foul. Game against Butler returning from that ankle injury. As Spencer running the break here for the Huskies.
2. That's a slow evolving play. You get that because the guards are staying out. They're playing the perimeter. No bigs to protect inside the paint.
The more disjointed this game is, the longer Providence hangs in. Caravan off the line. Counted on a foul.
That's a good in this game.
Boy, taking on the big man, he's not afraid. Got to give Williams. It's a moxie. Boy, who can't shoot a 3 on this team?
Cam getting it.
And those shots.
Yep. But you got to kind of let that one go, Doug. You missed the shot, get back on defense. You're way too valuable to pick up a 3rd foul in that instance.
Here's Spencer again. Nice look inside off the glass and in for Simga.
Newton, as he fades away from 3, comes up short. Rebound, Stewart. Boy, the length and the athletic ability of Jalen Stewart. That's like 2 or 3 we've seen him go up and grab without fouling.
He's going to earn some more minutes the way he's come off the bench. Very limited playing time. Made an impact. Diarra down the lane.
Oliveri hangs. Battle for the rebound. Spencer's got it. Spencer to Johnson.
It's still live, then he just knocks it off of Henley.
Castle all the way. Stefan's a move.
Ledlam on the baseline. Block. Caravan takes it away. Spencer. The lob. Jackson Johnson.
Open lane to be able to get some penetration, second shots. Unfortunately, at times Xavier not able to cash that in.
Long short-armed one, and then Green missed a makeable shot baseline extended. Caravan on a blow-by against Djokovic, but he recovered nicely. Castle for Johnson, and he's fouled. And let's go over to Christina.
Yeah, that last Xavier.
Tim and Coach Hurley feel good.
He has 20 points or more in 2 of UConn's last 3 games. 6-time freshman of the week in the Big East is Johnson.
Ledlam, turn around, 14-footer, off the heel. Loose. Spencer with the board. Now UConn can go in front. Hesitation, Newton to the hole and in.
On the basketball, hang on to it.
Johnson alters that drive.
Not afraid though. Manhattan continues to challenge the bigs.
Newton, all the way, Tristan Newton.
It's a different shot from the baseline with the jump hook than it is in the middle of the paint.
Spencer with the teardrop, and it's 2-0. Caravan. Blacksman.
This kid goes on anybody. Not a good shot.
Missed it with the left hand. Rebounded by Johnson.
Watch the delay. They're very good.
Spencer, backdoor, Castle, swing, ball movement. Caravan sticks the 3.
Take care of you. Because you got to stay hungry, right? You got to stay hungry. You can't think you're already there. Keep that edge. You heard Coach Hurley. Foot on the gas.
Newton, foot on the gas. Jake.
He's wearing nice low post move against Caravan, left it short. Yeah, did you see how he had to turn away from Klingon again just then? He was thinking about going into the middle of the lane.
Newton hangs and hit.
Rebounds. Part of the NCAA championship team last year. Swenson steps into it, misses from 3-point territory.
And the one thing you can get against them is that drop coverage by play. You can get that foul line jumper or push.
Newton gives it up. Spencer loops it and Klingon. The deuce. Show it. And doesn't get the bounce. Rebounded by Klingon.
Intimidation. Here comes Spencer in the open floor, too. They just find one another.
Spencer using the Klingon screen.
Nice hesitation.
And takes it in for 2.
I mean, this all...
3. Bowie. Teardrop, no. Rebound. Preston got his hands on it, but it's controlled by Newton and the Huskies.
Watch them in the early for an open 3.
Spencer,
nice
early offense. The roll. Klingon. The stuff.
This team is not a complacent team at all. And they've shown that all season on both ends of the floor.
Samson Johnson closes in on Trayton Thompson. Floated up. Slow it down.
That's the step back 3. Newton with the rebound. He's been a triple-double man for Dan Hurley this season. Top of the arc, Spencer. Nice flip, Klingon. 2-hand flush.
More. Falling away, soft miss. Klingon just owns those boards.
Yeah, I mean, you got one offensive rebound. You're New Hampshire.
Klingon, point blank.
That one's off the heel for Zade Lowry just into the game.
Caravan on the drive.
He's fouled.
They just keep coming downhill.
Put pressure on Klingon. Extra dude. Move. And Klingon blocks his shot. Shaka Smart told me before the game that he thinks Klingon is the defensive player of the year. His timing is unbelievable.
Got it.
Got it.
See, that's why you swing it to.
That is the first foul on Zach Edey. UConn leads at 45-34.
And Johnson just busy. Edey's going to have to make something coming out a little bit. This should open up.
Yeah, coming up for Seton Hall. They have 2 games remaining. They are home for Villanova Wednesday, and then home for Dustin.
Not able to finish. And suddenly now, Xavier has gone cold from deep. Davion McKnight with a brick. UConn, a 4-minute field goal drought. And Xavier unable to take it.
They are together as well. I mean, it is difficult when you're outmanned and in the sense outclassed to keep your pride and dignity. Say goodbye, back screen.
A great response that time coming out that timeout.
Taylor Jr. able to spot himself up in the corner when you have those open looks when you're attempting to come back. Very important to knock it in.
The patience on the double team, the kick out, the slow rotation from UConn created that wide open look for DJ Davis.
Caravan answers back.
This kid's fast.
Robinson coast to coast, but the miss. Spencer on the trot surveys. Diarra goes to the table. Spencer, nice cut. Clingan, two-hand jam.
Clingan. And they will attack that drop defense by Clingan.
Spencer, keep it on the outside. Caravan. UConn shot 53%.
Can't key on one guy. Equal opportunity team.
They were dominant in the first round against the Hatters. Castle, the fend off. The left hand is good. And the foul.
His ability.
It's deep. Not quite that deep. Not overseas deep. Cam Spencer, tremendous newcomer. Transferred from Rutgers. Inside the ball movement lead.
Everything being so contested, and he's been out of rhythm all day. And having to deal with those adjustments when Johnson's on the floor versus Clingan adds to that frustration.
55% against Connecticut when they beat them in Omaha in their last game. 33-23. Spencer winning on the road is a tough task in the Big East Conference. Caravan, 6 to shoot. Inside Clingan, great position. Drop step, left hand jumper, high over.
That allowed, the reason he got that shot off is because Oduro can get to mid-range, so Clingan doesn't want to go down and help right away, but you're going to help on Carter. I don't care who's guarding him in a white uniform.
Castle. Now that's the young man.
Playing with a lot of confidence on that drive.
Wusu has 4 points now for the Pirates.
Butler back in front after a 15-4 UConn run. Trying to start another.
We're working on this morning, and it forces the help defender to have to make a decision. Indecision there created that wide open look for him to knock that down. That's well executed by the Huskies.
Oh, the use of the window for.
And notice how it happened. Got a little post touch, allowed him to relocate and finally get some airspace to knock that shot down. Because for them to win this game, he's going to have to be able to make shots for Butler.
A big feeling shifter on that shot. UConn had taken their biggest lead of the half. And then Newton with one right back from 2.
Beauty. And 7 now in the game for Floyd.
And Devin Carter attracts so much attention. You have to respect his drive, but guys have to be ready with their hands up, ready to shoot it.
Newton. English tutored by Brick Barnes, the former Providence coach. That's one of the reasons Tennessee got him, was because of Mike Brandisi. Newton running to curl, and that's going to be a block.
He faded to the corner instead of coming off that down screen.
St. John's trying to rattle Connecticut with this pressure. Newton walks it over the midcourt line himself. 7:46 to play. It's about to get interesting now. 53-51. Diarra pops out, curls. Samson Johnson having a career night up top. Newton, bring it up.
The jumper, Blackman, rims out. Just over 7 minutes gone by in the second half. UConn still up
Nice
big.
play right there.
Up it goes for Newton.
Corrals the loose ball down around his ankles. Levelham from downtown. Spencer. Count it. Ball. UConn looking for their largest lead. And another whistle. Spencer with a rejection. And the loose ball run down by Caravan. For three. Hello. How do?
Caravan. Effective. You hear Danny saying movement. Everybody without the ball with purpose. And look at the roll for the big guy. Nice help underneath. Kadari.
And a foul. Second of the game for Georgetown. Now 2 for 9.
And that's the styles that I saw at the beginning of the season, showing his offensive repertoire, getting to the basket, but also creating three-point shots.
Spencer.
11 and 5 today. 62-54. Another quality transfer. Jalen Stewart, freshman, giving it up to Spencer. Dean trying to check him. Up and over and in.
Change the outcome of the game, but for them moving forward, play two elite teams. Number 7 Gonzaga Tuesday, number 5 here Saturday.
Another cut.
I mean, everything's working.
Keeping his wins.
Xavier's just that microcosm of the day.
Crowd saying shoot it. Klingen's not going to shoot a three.
He's over 3 on the season. Until that!
Distance this season. Epps misses on the 3, Klingen the rebound. That was one of the missing pieces for UConn the last time these teams met. Donovan Klingen out with injury. And Georgetown won the offensive rebounding battle.
The 3. That one's off.
Pretty decent balance just then for Manhattan, even though it was a forced shot. Sometimes you get in trouble with those.
Diarra. Look between the legs. Now shot clock at 12. Still plenty of time. Stewart.
A layup.
Finding Klingen. Donovan Klingen.
Team with this many guys, and yet here we go. Aline had it, but a return to sender as Castle slapped it right away. Thought you had the turnover, and then another pilfer for the Huskies. St. John's, they're playing straight up. They do not want a foul. Time just winding down on them. This has been systematic for the Huskies.
Exactly what we've seen so far.
Not go.
He gives them a 1-point lead. Here, 1 out of 2.
Spencer, perpetual motion. Gets that one to go. And once it's his
Rumpel. St. Bonaventure transfer. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, he's shaking his head coming back. That was a terrific head and shoulder delay on the dribble for him, and he had a wide open layup.
Diarra floats it up there, and Hassan Diarra, he is
at 34. Newton will do the honors.
They do lack a little bit of size underneath. Second chance opportunity for Usman.
You see the rim protection and the impact that Klingen brings to this team, and he's just a threat to block everything and alter shots.
Preston Newton with a run.
And he knows Oliver's a big-time talent, and he gave him the appropriate hug on the way out because he knew Sean Miller was pulling up the water.
and taken away by Jaden Ross. Spencer gets the handoff. They make you make that decision, and Spencer hits.
They do.
Here in the first half. UConn 1 for 11. Klingen, nice catch, and foul.
There's opportunities in this first half for UConn up close and personal, not able to finish.
And suddenly now, Xavier has gone cold from deep. Davion McKnight with a brick. UConn a 4-minute field goal
for his teammates, and here he is on the baseline. Beautiful shot, good defense, not able to knock it in.
Well, in that respect, he did. That became a guard-laden team.
In the corner, Diarra rims off, and Dingle is there, can't hold on, batted out. Spencer was up. Spencer with the offensive rebound. Gets it back. And
gets the recycle.
Diarra up against the clock. Look at that work by Caravan. Newton! He is in the column now.
Castle, went for the hammer, and a second opportunity for Caravan. Pays it off from the top of the...
Ruslan caught that and went quickly with it, understanding who he's up against. Pretty good activity by Manhattan, though, aggressively going after it again.
Into Klingon. They haven't doubled down on him. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Caravan. He turns. Caravan with the right hand.
So they look.
Spencer. Newton curls to the ball. Hard screen there by Caravan. Spencer, eyes on the iron.
Without a doubt.
On those switches, he'll have those opportunities to be able to drive some of the bigs, able to catch Alex Caravan on a little switch, but at the angle to be able to get to the basket.
Stephon Castle, the projected lottery pick, has 23 scouts in the NBA here to see him tonight. And there's Spencer inside the arc for the first.
It's been a breath of fresh air, says Tony Stubblefield.
You always want those guys who understand what it takes to win. We all want winners, but you got to figure out how to win first. He's one of those guys.
Spencer all the way.
Warm up now. 17 points for Dingle. 76-69. 7-point game. Stop right here in the bucket for St. John's to make it interesting. An eternity remaining. 7:43. Spencer popping out on the wing. Skipping to the bucket. Off the glass into it. He had an open look at the rim and decides to distribute.
Styles was able to use his talent, his size, and his scoring ability to create enough.
And getting his first start after a couple weeks being out with the foot injury.
And this week especially, you mentioned that UConn hadn't played since last Saturday. Just getting him a chance to get in the gym, put some weight back on. He had lost 10 pounds because he couldn't work out much. Castle on the drive. He's rejected by Usman.
Coaching for this game. The second meeting between these two programs this season. Georgetown kept it close in the first meeting. UConn wound up winning by double figures. And here we go from Capital One Arena. The #1 team in the country controls the tip. Here's Cam Spencer, who has been this team's leading scorer in Big East play. And right down to Alex Caravan.
Guards to come back and help rebound, because you're not taught as a guard to box out another guard.
I mean, Floyd just amazes me, and his numbers are legit. It's not a surprise. This guy gets up and gets a ton of rebounds through the course of the year. Nothing different for him tonight, number 14 in black. 2.5 minutes.
We've been seeing it. You get multiple stops. We've seen it in small spurts for Xavier. But you have to be solid defensively. You got to communicate early against all of this movement. Here it is again.
Alley-oop, a little strong. Beautiful adjustment by Klingon to go
10-2 UConn. So they've flipped that script from the first meeting on December 20th.
The flare screen. The center.
Downtown hit. We've had in that finish, but I like this screen and roll action. They're going to have to stick with that to create some scoring opportunities.
26-12. 5 minutes to go. First half.
There's a stagger.
Dribble handoff.
Off a pin down. I mean, just keep you busy.
New York native Diarra.
Bounce in. Right field to Newton. That's the cutting.
Well, we know this is a blowout here, and obviously UConn up 33, but it was 52-19 at halftime. And you want to talk about the second half, Stetson has outplayed UConn. Actually, forgive me, 25-25 here in the second.
On Soriano. If you move too fast, like a pitch and roll up top, the screener will get called for an offensive foul. So it's all a timing play.
UConn with 71 points and over 12 and a half to play. Castle, let's go.
I'm going to give you a quote from Johnny Guitar Watson. One of Johnny Guitar's biggest hits was A Real Mother For You, and we got one on Fox today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think it's very important right now. St. John's is in a good situation where I think mentally for them, if they could take the lead in the halftime, you know, what that does for the psyche of this team.
UConn has been laser focused on making him uncomfortable, chasing him off of screens. He's a big-time three-point shooter, but has been quiet other than that first shot.
16 straight games, double figures. Lob to Johnson. And again, the Villanova team, and now the fans supporting them. They have a little bounce in their collective step.
It's been 50 minutes in real time since...
And all of them, he took that 1-3. He's not a good three-point shooter. He's only got 2 all year, but I'll tell you, he'll take it to the basket.
6-point lead for Seton Hall. The opener of the Big East schedule for both of these teams. In fact, UConn at practice today, they changed the poster that they had to the big position. And more later.
Offense, but on defense, be aggressive without fouling on the screen.
Well, the reason Sean Miller's upset is because they talked about it and went over it in shoot-around today that they were going to lock and trail Cam Spencer, who's an excellent three-point shooter, and Alex Caravan, who's also an excellent three-point shooter.
Going with the smaller lineup. Spencer back on the floor for UConn. Diarra running the point. Tried to shoot. Caravan drives. Caravan fouled with 4 on the shot clock. And he'll go to the line.
And New Hampshire, a fun fact that's not so fun for Wildcat fans. They've never made the NCAA tournament. Program that began in 1903.
Great
what
cut.
a cut. Spencer.
Dead last to the Big East. They've already done 77% from the line today. Second the offense. Not a lot of room to work with. Spencer found some room, and he bounces one in.
Yeah, he's shooting 39% from 3 on the year, and that's a big one coming out of halftime.
10 out of 24 in the season for Namiksha. Castle passes on the 3. Namiksha on skates, and Castle goes right to the
Huskies.
With the basketball. Touch it. If you have something to do with it, drive past somebody. If not, keep it moving. Especially in the transition game.
With 10. Here's Johnson. Bounce pass to Caravan, who flashes in and slams it home.
Spencer picks it up. Caravan off again.
Yeah, he has not been close tonight with his three-point shot.
Diarra up the wing. Johnson. See a little more life in the steps. Newton, aggressive drive.
15-4 Huskies.
If they don't run, they run great sets as well.
Caravan bounces. Newton hangs. That's in there, and the foul. And Caravan is everything he can get his hands on in regards to Nick Saban or John Wooden, Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick. He'll read, he'll listen to podcasts, whatever can help him become a better leader as a coach.
I admire anybody who can consume.
Can you download a podcast, Bill? Have you figured that out?
That's why we have children. Slip again. They're so active.
The heck of a play, gutsy play by Trajan Ware. Connecticut 14 of 18 from the line. Backdoor cut.
We get that pass through.
Ball movement. Tell you what, you got to knock down the threes.
Critical day here just ahead of the new year in 2017 when they beat #1 Nova.
Yeah, that pass was there, but Posh Alexander didn't get enough air underneath it. They easily steal that one. Got a mismatch inside.
Spencer off the pivot, and it drops down.
Davis. UConn, so let's keep our eye on that as we bleed into the rest of this first half. And the momentum starts to edge towards UConn.
Castle. Castle. Drive. Leaves his feet. Picked up. Diarra to Newton. Sets. Drives. Block. Lingen. Short. What a foul. In the corner. Wide open. And that went off the mark for Stewart. Offensive rebound, Nova. Good action. Klingen. 8 to shoot.
Bulldogs have come to play tonight.
Son Diarra in for the first time for UConn. It's more checking him here. Spencer off the ball screen. Lobs it up.
Considered, right? Georgetown, as I recall.
Did you really consider it?
Oh, yeah, I was a diehard Hoyer fan growing up.
You got free tickets. That was part of it.
Wait, whoa. Is there a statute of limitations?
Then it was probably a violation. Now, not that everything goes, but
Newton swings. Stewart line it up.
root for him to make these.
Knock it down.
And the women say, that's good. It's cute.
Once you get a couple more.
Yeah, we have 11.
Yeah, you got to up your championship pedigree a little bit more.
Newton. Spencer looking at the bench. How patient and selfish Connecticut is. Everybody's touching. They want to get it back to Newton. 7 to shoot. Trying to find his rhythm. Cross court. Spencer. Got baseline. 2 to shoot. Pump fake. Leads in. Draws the foul. Soriano. Excuse me, Davis Jenkins. He has 11 points on 5 of 8 shoot. I'm getting the ponytails and the braids mixed up. I'm sorry, folks. Didn't used to be like this. Great performance, though, by Davis Jenkins. Newton. Gets it back. 4 to shoot. Newton. And the whistle.
Recruiting as a coach now becomes retention of your own play. No doubt. And how you